Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Strategy Game Podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Shippey, and today I'm sharing a word for you. And the word is you're not there yet. Keep going. Don't be discouraged. You thought you were there. You pulled in and realized that this wasn't it, but you're close. This is not your stopping point. Keep going. And I want to speak this into your life as encouragement today. Let's look at the word a little closer and unpack what it could mean for us. So you're not there yet. Keep going. Have you ever gotten to a place where you thought this might be it? This might be the thing that I've been working toward, or I've been waiting for, or the breakthrough that I have felt is coming. And then you realized that you weren't quite there yet. Well, if you stopped there and you turned around, what would happen? Would your dream or would your destiny or would your purpose be altered because you didn't keep going? That's a weighty question. And I want to clarify that this is not to make you feel shame or guilt for things you didn't know at certain points in your life. So if you're looking back saying, oh, I've done that so many times. Like I've worked towards something and I have worked really hard on it. And I felt like this was part of my calling or my passion or my purpose or a breakthrough that was coming. And I stopped short of it. This might be the signal that you need that it's time. So I want to speak to that shame because we don't come into agreement with shame. Shame actually tells us that we are bad, and that's not actually true. So I just want to break off any shame that you might be feeling. And I want to encourage you to do the same and say, you know what, I don't partner with that, because if I partner with that shame, it's going to keep me from hearing what I need to hear from this word today that's going to, again, continue to stand in the way of my purpose or the breakthrough or the next thing that I need to keep going on, right? So shame keeps us trapped. And what we want to do is just reverse the course. We want to get off of the crazy hamster wheel, right? And we want to be game changers rather than outperformers. So that's what we're going to do today at Storywork. We talk a lot about that. You might have heard me say this in previous episodes, but it's really about getting off of that hamster wheel that keeps you in a crazy cycle, that keeps you in a fog, that keeps you in a spirit of, delay or distraction or frustration or irritation or weariness or just being exhausted all the time, right? We weren't meant to live that way. And we have a choice. We can get off of that hamster wheel. And even if you feel like there's no way I can do that, there is a way. And so what I want to encourage you to do first, if you haven't thought about this, is what things can I control? What things can I do for myself to be able to step off the hamster wheel, to get the clarity that I need, the few moments to be able to keep going. And so I don't want you to be discouraged if shame is entering in. So let's read the next part of the word. It says, you thought you were there, you pulled in and realized this wasn't it, but you're close. So this is what I think of. Have you ever pulled into somebody's driveway and you thought that it was their address and then you realized it wasn't their address, but it was actually the next door neighbors? I've totally done this before. I'm not great at directions. This has happened to me on more than one occasion. What I would say, think about that time and the journey that you take as your car pulls into the driveway and you think, oh, okay, I've made it. I can relax now. This is it. I can just get out of the car and get going, get on my way. And then you realize, oh, I'm not here yet. I got it wrong, right? So that can enter in. So failure, the thought of failure and fear and doubt can enter in. Anxiety can enter in. That failure and doubt can then lead to feeling a depression. And I know this is pretty intense, but all of these thoughts, if we don't move them from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind, they hold us captive. And what we're after is freedom. So what we're going to do is throw off anything that's holding us back, because we don't need to be deceived by that, right? Because it's not necessarily true. So you can give yourself grace and you can be kind to yourself and remind yourself that even if I pulled in and I thought I was here, that's okay. I can keep going. Like I can get back in the car and I can look at my map a little closer. I can slow down for a minute and I can pause, and there's power in the pause. And then I can regroup and get back on my way because I'm close, because I know what I might be set out to do, or I know that if I look back through my life, I can see these threads or these common themes of maybe something that I want to do, or some journey, or something that I need to work through in my life. And I can realize that I can keep going. This is not my stopping point. I can keep going. So, what I want to leave you with today is just encouragement to throw off any shame or guilt or failure or disappointment. It's okay to grieve that, right? If you need to go back and say, oh, I'm just sad that I didn't pursue this when I would have or should have. But the thing is, I really believe that I believe in divine timing. And I think that even if you missed opportunities earlier, when you step into those opportunities now, you're going to know things that you didn't know then. So this is not your stopping point. Keep going, be encouraged. If you love this, please give us a review. That always helps. And for more, check out storywork.co. Thanks so much.